People have been dining on edible greens for thousands of years. Traditionally collected in the wild, today there's no need to forage for them because field greens are cultivated commercially. They're mixed, washed, and packaged for the consumer's convenience. It's an easy dish to toss together. Packaged mixed greens combine mild-tasting leaves with stronger-tasting ones, and crunchy greens with more tender ones. So when it comes to texture and flavor, it's truly a mixed bag. They cultivate up to 20 different kinds of greens on this California farm. And they aren't all green, some are red. They plant the various lettuces according to the recipes for different packaged salads, so they'll have just the right combination. With regular irrigation and fertilization, the leaves flourish. It makes for a stunning red and green display in the field. After 30 to 45 days, these baby greens are ready for harvest. A machine with a long blade moves across the field and literally mows the field greens. The greens flow onto one conveyor and transfer to another. The belt is a metal mesh one to sift out contaminants like small rocks and twigs. At the end of this sifting conveyor, the salad greens fly off and onto another belt. This belt serves them up to bins on a flatbed trailer, creating an enormous salad in each one. Workers cover the bins with plastic and haul them to a nearby processing plant. On arrival, the salad greens transfer to a vacuum cooling chamber to chill. The vacuum causes moisture on the greens to evaporate. As the water evaporates, it absorbs heat to lower the temperature and cool the greens. The salad greens then head into an optical sorter. Here, computerized cameras and lasers scan the greens for flaws, like discoloration and foreign material. The operator has programmed the system to detect flaws or contaminants. When the computer finds one, it sends a signal to an air jet that expels it. Some good leaves get lost along the way, about 3%. It's considered an acceptable loss. The rejects will be composted. Out of the optical sorter, an employee tosses in the bitter greens, like radicchio and frisee. This moving salad now heads into a 3-part wash system. The first wash tank has rolling perforated cylinders to keep the greens submerged for washing. They also pick up unwanted tiny leaves and remove them from the mix. The salad greens transfer to a vibrating conveyor that shakes out the water. Then, they travel through a second wash tank and finally receive a third wash from overhead sprayers. The washed salad greens fall into plastic containers with perforations. They're essentially very large colanders. They transfer each colander to a centrifuge and power up. It spins the colander, and this causes the moisture on the greens to drain through the perforations. This leaves them dry and crisp. It is a large-scale version of the salad spinner many people have in their kitchens. These field greens are now ready for the packaging line. It's an entirely mechanized system with an endless appetite. The greens funnel through a hopper and land in buckets. This is a weighing operation. There's a scale under each bucket. When the target weight is reached, the bucket releases the greens. They slide down chutes into the bagging machine. These salad greens are still living, breathing plants. The packaging will slow their respiration and put the aging process on hold. Machinery hermetically seals them in plastic to give them a shelf life of 14 to 19 days. And with that availability, there's no excuse not to eat your greens.